parade. One move can win the house, one mistake can seal your fate. Where the pawn becomes the king and the king becomes a friend. Where the queen falls off the board, but she's back again. They thought the plan was bulletproof, they thought the house was saved. And the target wins immunity, and now they're unafraid. Ride or die, pick a side, watch the numbers start to bend. One vote turns a rival into someone you defend. The house isn't enough for every headline's looking wrong. You can control the game today, but tell me for how long. Control is an illusion, you think you're on the top, but shadows in the back room can make the whole thing stop. The walls are getting closer, the clock is running hot. One move can change the ending, and you've only got one shot. One shot. One vote to seal the deal. One chance is all you got. One move can change the ending, and you've only got one shot. One shot. One shot.
We interrupt this program to bring you this breaking news bulletin coming to you live from the President Newsroom. It began 34 days ago, and 16 of the best that this community has to offer. Sam and Chris all here. Hello, hello.
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 I just realized there was an applause button here. Hey, hang on.
Hey!
I like just realized this was a thing. Anyway, go ahead.
Is that worse than AI? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what's going on?
Wow, so excited to be here. I mean, this is a culmination of 10 seasons. This one really kicked ass, and holy shit, do we have a finale ahead of us where literally anyone can win. The players themselves are about to play a competition that's undecided. I think their choices are undecided. I think the Electoral College is undecided. Like, anything could happen tonight. Just, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think this whole season has been so exciting for us as production, going back months of planning for this, wanting to get the best possible people here. And with all due respect to the other 13 that played, I think these three consistently preseason were some of the most excited people to be back in this game. And I am so glad that that excitement has translated to success for them. And I can't wait to see which one of them will come out on top tonight.
Yeah, we're going to crown a really good champion tonight, no matter how it transpires or who it is. So I think there's a lot of excitement to look forward to, and no matter the outcome.
Yeah, I've been locked in for 34 days now. This has been my live feeds, and I'm still locked in. I can't wait to see this night play out.
Yeah, Big Brother
Absolutely.
28. Who? We have the president.
Yeah.
Who? Well, I have three incredible finalists backstage. They are as anxious can be. I can see you all backstage. Hi, everybody. But I can tell they're also very excited to get tonight underway. Shall we introduce them right now?
Absolutely.
Please welcome the top three of the president back on the ballot. Please welcome Jennifer, Jordan, and Michael. Woo!
Woo!
And this applause thing is going to be my new thing right now.
Oh, no.
I won't play that too much. Oh, anyways, let's go right into it. Jennifer, Jordan, Michael, welcome to the final three. This is the season finale. I want to hear from all of you. What does being here in this spot mean to you right now? I don't care who goes first, whoever has something. What does this all mean to you?
It means a
Yeah, you
lot
gotta give it
coming
order.
from the way I had my last season to now.
Awesome. Jordan?
I mean, just from being on production and then returning and then just my journey, let's just say, I'm so proud of myself.
Awesome. And Michael?
This game for me is redemption. No matter what happens, everything I did was flipped back around, and I'm just proud of myself for being able to do that.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, all three of you, this is going to be an absolutely fun game. I don't want to give anything away to the Electoral College, but let's just say we're going to have a super fun final tonight. This, no matter who wins, it's going to be super fun. So do me a favor, take a deep breath. In with the good, out with the bad. Enjoy the ride. Let's go find out who our president is going to be. Full disclosure, the Electoral College is watching tonight. So they will be watching everything that happens from here on out. Hello, Electoral College. Good to see you. But quick recap of what has happened. When we last left off, Madison voted out in 4th place. We then immediately went into part 1 of our 3-part frontrunner for top 3. The first competition was our debut of the Statue of Liberty comp, where they had to take a bottle and a ping pong ball and bounce it and lift it over their head like Lady Liberty in New York. We went for an hour, and what came out was the winner of that was Jennifer. Jennifer moving on to part 3. Last night we had our chessboard puzzles where Jordan and Michael had to answer questions about our eliminated players in the game by using jigsaw puzzles to figure out who each person was. After that battle, we had a winner, and that was Jordan. Jordan won the part 2, meaning Michael, you're currently on the block. Jennifer and Jordan, you are now going on to part 3, and we're going to find out who is going to win this part 3 and become our final frontrunner of the season. In the meantime, everybody, I'm going to send you all backstage. Let's have some fun. All right, I'm going to go down here. Jennifer, Jordan, welcome to your final part of the top 3 frontrunner competition. Whoever wins this will be the final frontrunner, making the final decision tonight. Before we went to air, I asked you to get 2 pieces of paper, an A and a B, to make sure that you are ready to go, because you need to learn more about your fellow candidates who have been waiting anxiously in the Electoral College. Knowing their history may have an impact on how you are able to win this game. So this competition is called Know Your Cabinet. Here's how this works. Throughout the past week, we asked our questions to the Electoral College about how they would describe their game. In each question, there are 2 possible answers as to how they finished the question. Your task is to determine what each person said. The other one is just something we made up. If you get it correct, you will get a point. The person with the most points after 8 prompts will be the final frontrunner of the season and a guaranteed spot in the final 2. So you both have an A and a B. Standard things as always. I'll do a hand count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I see you put it on your chest, I will then ask you to reveal at the same time. All right. So once I see you both hide it, I'll say reveal, and then I'll tell you who got it. Shall we do it?
Yes.
Do this.
For the final front runner of the season, it is time to play Know Your Candidate. Good luck.
Good luck, Jordan.
Good luck, Jennifer.
First up, we have Lily. Lily said, my biggest mistake in the game was A, trying to talk game with Stoner, or B, not talking to Madison before she put me up. You have 5 seconds. Go ahead and reveal. Jennifer says A. Jordan says B. Correct answer is A, trying to talk game with Stoner. Jennifer gets the point. Score is 1-0. Next up, we have Nick. My least favorite moment of the season was A, Michaela flipping a coin to put me up, or B, my alliance being pit against each other at the round I left. Reveal. Jennifer says A. Jordan says B. I'm sensing a pattern here. No. The correct answer is B. My alliance being pit against each other at the round I left. Jordan is now on the board. The score is 1-1. Rico said, the moment that shocked me the most was A, the announcement of consecutive president rounds, or B, no one said good morning and just played Wordle in the main chat. Go ahead and reveal.
Oh my god.
Jennifer says A. Oh, interesting. Jennifer says A. Jordan says B. The correct answer is B. No one said good morning and just played Wordle in the main chat. Jordan is in the lead, 2-1. This next one is an image. It comes from Michaela. My favorite GIF that describes this season. My favorite GIF. There are two choices. Was it A? Or B? My favorite GIF was either A, the confused boy, or B, the confused girl. Go ahead and reveal. Interesting. Jennifer says B. Jordan says A. I'll show you the image. The correct answer is A. Jordan gets it correct. Okay. I'm going to lose that banner. Right now, Jordan in the lead 2, Jennifer 1. Shayna said, the moment I wish I could do all over again is A, trusting Stoner, or B, nothing. Reveal. First time all around, you both said the same answer. You both said A. You zigged when you should have zagged. The correct answer is nothing. 3 questions left. Still Jordan 3, Jennifer 1. Stoner said, the biggest lesson that this season taught me was A, always play on offense because playing defense gets you nowhere. Or B, stop promising everyone safety because receipts don't match. Go ahead and reveal. Jordan says A, Jennifer says B. If the answer is A, there are only 2 questions left. Jordan would be the front runner. If the correct answer is B, we move on. The correct answer and our final front runner of the season. Congratulations, Jordan. You are through to the finale.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Again, hello everybody. Jordan, I got to go to you. You are through to the finale. How do you feel?
It's surreal. Surreal.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, congratulations to you, Jordan. Final 2 indeed. Well done. We are now going to immediately go to the live poll. Jordan, as the front runner, you will decide the final vote tonight. But before Jordan casts his vote, I'd like to give Michael and Jennifer one final opportunity to plead their case as to why you should take them to the finale tonight. We'll start with Michael and then go to Jennifer. Michael?
There's nothing bad I can say about Jennifer, so I'm not going to say anything against Jennifer. What I will say is that I really hope that you can take me. I do think that you have a good shot at beating me. I did burn a lot of people that are on this jury. And so, like, I don't know how much of a chance I have to win this game, Jordan, honestly. I really would love to go to final 2, but I'm not going to say anything bad about Jennifer.
Thank you, Michael. Jennifer?
I'm also not going to disparage Michael. I mean every word I've said to you today. I mean every word I said to you yesterday. I mean every word that I've said to you all season. I've been in your corner. I've never put you in danger. I've never done anything against you. I would really like to do this with you. I don't think that I have a shot as a returning VP. I think I'm going to get annihilated. We've already talked about that. I would be honored to lose to you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Jordan, you are guaranteed at least second place and the title of vice president of this org. But now you face the most important decision of the game. You must decide if you would like to sit next to either Michael or Jennifer in the President Back on the Ballot finale. This could be the difference between becoming the president or the vice president. Are you ready to make that decision?
No, but I think I have to. I don't have a choice.
Well, it is that time. You are off mute. Please go ahead and announce your decision now.
First of all, Michael, Jennifer, you both have played an amazing game. You both deserve to be in the final two. I think we all deserve to be in final two. Oh my gosh, this is so nerve-wracking. I was thinking about this a lot today over the past 48 hours, 24 hours. And I just simply think that the person that I am going to evict has a better shot of beating me than the other person. I think this person's played a respectable game. I think this person's played a strong game. And I'm so sorry. It breaks my heart, Jennifer. I do have to evict you. I'm so sorry.
Jennifer, it is official. Your campaign does come to an end tonight. Well, Jennifer, I will say this to you on behalf of everybody who's been watching. You are an incredible, incredible player. We have loved you throughout this whole season. There is nothing to be ashamed about. You've played an incredible game, and we love you so much. And just thank you for being a part of this. You rock. You are absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much to both of you, to all of you. I don't want an apology, Jordan. I don't want you to apologize for anything that you've done. God damn it.
Oh, well, Jennifer, just thank you.
I'm not decided on what I'm doing with my vote. I'm going to tell you how to get my vote here. I want you both to fucking kill each other. I don't want you to apologize for anything. I don't want you to leave anything unanswered. I want you to lay it all out there. And I want the most deserving person to win this season.
Jennifer, thank you so much for being a part of this game. And I know you can't see the comments. I know you can't see the VL discussion. There is a lot of love. Jennifer Nation is strong in the president community. You have nothing to be ashamed about. You played an amazing game. And we will definitely see you later tonight for our finale, where you will find where you are going to rock out for the remainder of this night. So thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Jordan, Michael, you both have done it. You have made it to the finale of this game. Congratulations to both of you. What an incredible achievement for both of you. Well done. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to play the 5-minute countdown. Take a minute to get settled in, get a chance to run to the restroom, breathe, and get ready, because now it is time to find out who will be the president of this org. So take 5 minutes. Michael, Jordan, congratulations to both of you. We'll be right back, everybody. In 5 minutes, we begin the finale. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are back for the President Back on the Ballot season finale. We are now at the final two, and it is time to start crowning, electing our winner tonight. So, for those who are just tuning in, Jordan won the front runner for part 3, eliminated Jennifer. That means Michael and Jordan are battling for your votes tonight. It's time for me to bring in the final two of the President Back on the Ballot, Michael and J-Bald. Gentlemen, good to see you both. Welcome to the finale. It is time to get rolling. 34 days have led to this moment right here. And by the end of the night, one of you will be the next president of this org. Here's how tonight will go. In a moment, Jordan, as the winner of the front runner, I will ask you if you want to go first for opening or first for closing. And that'll be your decision. So take a moment to think about that while I go through the rules with the viewers. We have asked our final three to prepare a 3-minute opening statement and a 3-minute closing statement. We will have the opening statements momentarily. Then we will go to our jury questioning section where every member of the Electoral College will take 5 minutes to ask you questions, dissect your game, get the information that they need to make the decision tonight. We will then go in the reverse order for closing statements. And then we will open the polls. And then by the end of the polls, we will have our winner. Jordan, as the front runner for top 3, you can decide if you would like to go first for opening or first for closing.
I want to go first for opening.
All right. So the order for opening will be Jordan and Michael. And then for closing, it will be Michael and Jordan. So, gentlemen, just keep an eye on the private chat portion of StreamYard. That'll be, I will give you a 1 minute, a 30-second, and then I'll wrap it up, right? So it'll be like 3 minutes, but if you're about to finish a sentence and it turns into 3:10, 3:15, we will allow it. But if you start going to a whole other point, I will then jump in and say, thank you so much. So with that in mind, I say there is not a moment to delay. Jordan, your time will officially start the minute you say your first word to the Electoral College. They are watching right now. I'm getting the timer ready because I so totally didn't forget. With that in mind, let's begin. Good luck.
All right. Thank you to production for having me back on this season. This is absolutely crazy that I'm here at the final 2. Now, to the Electoral College, I feel as though that any player in this cast, they wanted one thing. What was the one thing we all wanted? It was redemption. I wanted to redeem myself from my past failures in season 3, where I would throw competitions where I was, seen as a pawn in this game. And at the start of this game, the same thing happened. I was seen as a pawn. I was seen as a target because of my production status. I had ally after ally after ally go home. I was nominated 4 out of 5 times in the pre-jury, but I never let that quit on me. I never quit on myself. I was the most resilient player in this entire cast. And when the jury phase started, I had to turn it up. So that's when I had a record-breaking 5 debate wins throughout the entire jury phase. I took out people that were actively targeting me throughout the jury phase. I was still loyal to the people that were loyal to me, even if they had turned their back. Almost every person in this cast had turned their back at me at one point or another, but I did not let that stop me. Now, some of you might think that I was the cat that had 9 lives, and that might be true. But I think over time, I came from a cat that had 9 lives to a lion, a strong physical player, a player that wasn't afraid to speak his mind, a player that wasn't afraid to stand up for himself. A lot of my life growing up as a young kid, I was always told that I was a weak kid, that I wasn't man enough, that I wasn't strong enough. But I proved in this game that even though all of the odds were stacked against me and almost everybody at some point wanted to take me out, that I did not let that happen. I got myself to final 2. I took control of my own fate, and I had as much heart, as much determination as almost anyone did in this game. I think my resume speaks for itself. I had 2 front run wins, 5 debate wins. I was on the block 8 times, and I survived Each of those 8 times, completely different. A few of those times was through my social game, getting out of votes. Some of it was through the chief of staff, which is a little bit of luck, I will give it that. And other times it was through a debate win. So I plead with you that if you want to talk about the story of the season, we were talking about a redemption season. Throughout this entire season, I showed time and time and time again that I can redeem myself, that I am not a weak player, and that I got the redemption that I so seeked. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Next up, we have Michael.
Members of the jury, I first want to thank you all for giving both of us in the top 2 your time and energy. I understand how frustrating it is getting voted out, so I get it if many of you are feeling unhappy with me. I want to emphasize that tonight, none of you owe me anything. I am here to work to earn every single one of your votes. I know that I did not play the best game out of everyone here, but between the 2 of us sitting in these final 2 chairs, I absolutely played the best game. Between the 2 of us here, I was more of a physical, social, and strategic threat. I ate, slept, and breathed this game every single day for a month, thinking about how to best position myself every round and for future rounds. First, I want to own my game fully. I came in here saying stand on business and wanting to be upfront in everyone's face as possible. While I expressed that to everyone, it definitely was part of a front. I schemed, I backstabbed, I lied, and I leaked. I know that this is not great to hear, but what I can do here and now is own everything I have done in this game. My first president season, I was in the minority alliance, only won 1 veto, wasted a power setting myself home, got into a huge fight, and only made final 9. This season, I was in an even smaller alliance that pulled off the same freaking move that we did in House of Cards, and that was sending Connor home. I won 3 front runners and a debate. I survived my first final nomination ever. I used my power correctly this time, eliminating Shayna, who was playing one of the best games this season. I got into 0 fights, and I made final 2. This is a complete reverse of my previous season, and is exactly what Back on the Ballot is about, righting every single wrong. There were so many times where I played dumb, acting like I didn't know about certain alliances in the game when I knew about them very early on. For example, the alliance with Stoner, Jordan, and Ray. And I knew it had Connor and Christian in it too. It was called Maroon 5. Even the plan to make Rico use COS on Madison's house that did not work out came from me. I told Jen, who told Stoner, who went back and told me, and I acted like I knew nothing. I even acted like Nick was manipulating me and like I was a pawn when people said stuff to me about him. When Nick was on his way out, he said to Jordan that I wanted him out from the beginning. I went and told Jordan that Nick told me that Jordan was scheming against me, which was a complete lie. Every single move I made in this game was to better position myself and to have shields in front of me like Keyshawn and Nick, which would ultimately take heat for my moves instead of me. I also leaked certain things that I knew were not good for me or that would propel my game further, like the 6 that Keyshawn made, or that Shayna had said Nick's name when he was on the block, causing them to nominate one another, and ultimately her to look at Nick before me when everyone was looking at the House of Cards Alliance, resulting in me being the first unanimous vote to stay out of the season. Me nominating Ray instead of Jordan and being the one who played the extra vote to save Jordan allowed me to have leeway moving into final 6 and then 5. Voting out Ray removed the sort of linchpin between Jordan and Madison, and then my idea was to get Jen, was for Jen to get close to Madison and me to get close to Jordan to ensure we both made final 3. By the time final 3 came around, even though I did not win the challenges, I had set up for both Jennifer and Jordan to both want to bring me to final 2. This was an extremely hard game, and I did everything in my power to get here. I know I did not have the best jury management, but I played this game like a commander who engineered moves, ideas, and evictions without anyone really clocking. Tonight, I hope to earn every single one of your electoral college votes to become the 10th president of this org. Thank you.
We got fiery opening statements from both Jordan and Michael for this round. This is going to be a very exciting season finale as well. The opening statements are done. We now proceed to jury questioning tonight. As a reminder, all jurors will come and have 5 minutes max to say what they want, ask you questions, give feedback on your game. And jurors, as you walk in, just keep an eye on the private chat. Same thing. I'll kind of give you the same thing. A 1 minute, a 30-second, wrap it up, and all that stuff. But here we go. Let's make it happen. First up, the queen of the Electoral College. Please welcome back, Lily.
You're on mute.
Oh, you're on mute.
Lily, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Thank you. Congratulations to you both. I'm sure you're super excited to be here, and you both deserve it. So congratulations. My question is the same for both of you. I just want you to address whoever you feel on this jury that you burned the most. And I want to give you the opportunity to apologize, explain yourself, whatever you'd like to say to the person that you believe you've earned the most. I'll start with you, Jordan.
That's a really good question. I think the obvious answer could be Jennifer. I feel as though Jennifer had a really good shot of winning this game if I sat next to her. I think she played the most respectable, strongest game. She played a clean game. I think a lot of people respect her. And as a player and as a person, if I don't have to say Jennifer, I think I would want to say Michaela. I feel like Michaela was someone that was always willing to want to work with me. And I think there was stuff that happened early on in this game that drove a wedge between the both of us. But I 100% respect Michaela as a person. I think of everybody when I saw this cast, Michaela was one of the biggest threats on the entire board. And I have nothing but respect for her. And I feel as though that I didn't give her the opportunity to really like work with me on a very close level. And the same with like her eviction and your eviction is that at that point in the game, Ray was the person I felt the closest to. So I wanted to save Ray to keep her in the game as long as I could. So I would say like Michaela there.
Michael?
Yeah, so my number one that I burned, that I would say the top person is probably Michaela. Not to copy the same, but it was absolutely Michaela. Like Michaela and I had such a strong bond early on in the game. We had this three with both the three with Stoner and with Jennifer, and the three that we had with Michaela, Jennifer, and I, we were able to pull off getting Connor out of the game, like just the three of us. You know, we had prepared for that front runner, and that was our move that whole time. And then I really was like, the whole thought of her working with Shayna, I think was like hard for me because I was like, I don't know if she's fully with me as much as she really is. And so that's why I did ultimately nominate her and Shayna together, because I thought that she would take Shayna down. And she was really after Shayna had won the debate, she was really the next best thing because she was such a great player socially. She just, every single round she got out of these sticky situations, and I really burned her, and that one really, really hurt me because I got really close to her. I would say the next one actually is Shayna, because I have a great friendship with Shayna outside of this, and I hated kind of going against Shayna, but Shayna was maneuvering so well in this game. In order for me to get here, there was no choice but to have to send her to evict her, because she was still playing so well and maneuvering around everybody. I mean, she was the idea behind evicting Jordan round one, but then Jordan wasn't really looking at her. She was really good with almost everyone early on. She was so freaking good. That was a roadblock that I had to get through, and I hated that because that's actually a close friend of mine.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Lily. Next up, we're going to have Nick, but Nick could not make it tonight. But I do have a video from Nick, and I'm going to go ahead. I've only been tasked to play the video, and then you will answer the question that is provided. So take it away, Nick City.
Hi, finalists. So I'm unfortunately able to join the actual finale tonight, but I am watching it. I just am podcasting at the same time. So hopefully I'll see you guys at the reunion, but congratulations to whoever is seeing this now. I will be listening, so make sure you give me the best answers possible. But my question is about relationships. Since I like to pride myself on being a social player, I would like to hear from you guys. Who in this game do you think was your most beneficial relationship for the game, if that makes sense? You know, who do you feel like, what relationships do you feel like in the game help get you to where you are today and potentially win? And my only rule is that you're not able to answer each other. So good luck to whoever is hearing this. Thanks, guys.
All right. And since, Jordan, you went first last time, I will have Michael go first and then Jordan. Michael?
Okay, so I would say Jennifer was my best connection here. From day one, we were so in tune with one another. Like, we talked about everything since the beginning of the day, and like we would talk about each of our individual connections, which kind of allowed us to really fact check from the very beginning of the game and figure out who was lying very early on. We made sure not be in like close alliances at the beginning of the game. We were in like our own separate groups at the beginning to kind of be able to get as much information as possible, and really pull off certain moves that we wouldn't have been able to had we not been as close. So Jennifer was absolutely my closest relationship in this game and my most beneficial relationship because we were really the steamroll together. I feel like we were this well-oiled machine that the two of us kind of were this push and pull, and we were very in line with one another. We made so many moves, and we just did not ever really have any arguments about any move.
Thank you, Michael. Jordan?
So I'm going to go a little bit off the board for someone that is not on the Electoral College. I feel as the relationship game-wise that I was the closest to was actually Keyshawn. So Keyshawn, at the very beginning of the game, I had no idea what to make of Keyshawn. I heard that, his season, I remember viewing and prodding that like he was a big force. He was able to go to a live night and then like not show up and then still survive. So I was like a little weary of Keyshawn. But when Keyshawn and I had that first call, we instantly clicked. We clicked on being Virgos and had mutual interests. And that blossomed into this big game relationship. Keyshawn would fill me in on almost everything that was getting funneled to him through him there. And Keyshawn was someone that was very instrumental in that first week, who was one of the people that was very instrumental in keeping me round one and making sure that that vote did not flip from Julia onto me. It was Keyshawn. Keyshawn played a huge role there. Why was I included in that 6-person alliance that instantly blew up? It was Keyshawn. He made it. So Keyshawn to me was my biggest bond. And I also want to highlight the reason I'm saying Keyshawn is because of everybody left from Final 11 onwards. I had like a so-so relationship game-wise with all of you. And that was because I was constantly targeted and I was constantly on the block. And it highlights once again that all of my closest people, Christian, Connor, Keyshawn, all went out back to back to back. And unlike Michael, who had his closest person go to the final 3 with him, I lost my closest people right away. And that shows to you that I was able to pivot and I was able to maneuver and adapt as the game went on. That's why I was able to still work with people that would target me at certain points throughout the game. So I feel as though Keyshawn was my closest relationship, but I think that also highlights that since he was pre-jury, that I was still able, when we got to jury phase, able to adapt and through my resilience, get to final 2 here.
All right. Thank you. And that is Nick's question. We will find out what happens with the vote later tonight. Moving on to our next juror, please welcome all the way from the land of Barbados, please welcome the one and only Rico.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up?
First of all, just want to say congrats to both of you for making it to final 2. It definitely is a huge achievement, regardless of whatever happens next. Secondly, I want to say it when you guys are speaking, just slow down a little bit. I know you're passionate, but just slow down so that we can actually grasp everything that you were saying. Because, as production would have said in their preview, we are still a little bit undecided. So just slow down, get your points across, and go from there. All right. So my question for both of you: Big Brother is a social game, and I know you were close. Some of us were close. One of us were close. One of us wasn't. So tell me at least. I would say 3 words, or 3 things that you have learned about me in this game. And yeah, that's what I'll ask. Jordan, you can go first. Then Michael, let's play switch.
All right. I would say for you, Rico, first word is loyal. You were loyal to not only the people within this game, but you are a person that is very loyal outside of the game, like through your work and through your family. I say the second word is caring. We again had a very rocky game relationship, and I feel as though that towards the end we started to make that effort to like be cordial with each other and to like get to know each other as people. And then I think for the third word, I think is determined. The way that you were able to get the front runner blood early on, people were kind of talking like your front runner was a little crazy, like all of this and all of that, but you were still determined throughout this entire game. And I feel like that determination was something that was a big threat to me. And I'm so sorry that we didn't have a game relationship at all. I completely own that. So I would say loyal, caring, and then determined.
Okay. Thank you. Michael.
Yeah, I would first say trustworthy. There was something like early on in the game when you nominated Jordan, I went to Jordan. I was like, hey, I had nothing to do with it, and I was waiting to see if he would throw me under the bus. I never felt like you threw me under the bus ever, and I was like, wow, that was really trustworthy of Rico. I thought that was really awesome, and then I would say the next thing is attentive. You listen to the people you're working with, and you very are in tune with how you're taking in information from people that are talking with you, and you listen to your allies. And that's something that I noticed with Shayna and with me. And then another thing that I would say resourceful. I'm not gonna lie, because for you to have like early on nominating Jordan to have that 20-second damn video and not get nominated like until the jury phase, to be the last one in the entire game to touch the block, that's pretty resourceful to me, because I don't think there's many other people that I know to be able to get out of a situation like that.
Okay. Well, once again, thank you guys for your answers. Like I said, just give up your best. Jennifer wants blood, but it's okay. Do your best and may the best person win. That's all I'll say.
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you, Rico. Let's see. I don't see our next person yet. So give us a moment here. The next person on our list will be and right on cue. Our next person coming in, finished in 8th place this season. Please welcome Michaela.
Hi. Okay, so I have 2 different questions for both of you. I'm going to start with Jordan. Jordan, I was the sole vote to evict you on week 1, and somehow you're still sitting here at the end. Why should I reward the game that I tried to end on week 1?
I think you should reward the game that you try to end week 1 is because I was a person and a player that was resilient the entire time. You said early on that you voted to evict me, but at certain points we had a working relationship and sometimes we didn't have a working relationship. But the one thing, Michaela, that we always had with each other was that mutual respect. Even if we were on opposite sides of this game, we still had a mutual respect for each other. It was really difficult for me to still evict you, even though we had all of that stuff that we went through. Like I just at that point couldn't evict Ray over you, and you had that respect for my decision there. And I think as someone that was constantly targeted, someone that a lot of people wanted out, you wanted out potentially really early on in the game, the fact that I could still sit here, even though that my target was square in the middle of my chest the entire time, I think proves that I was resilient. It proves that I was willing to do what it takes. And it was someone that put destiny and control in my own hands.
Thank you. And then from Michael. Michael, you were my number 1 ally this entire game. What week did you decide to choose Jennifer over me?
Week 4. No, week 4. Sorry. Thinking around.
Thank you. Good luck to both of you. I'm not decided, so keep doing your shit.
Alrighty, thank you, Michaela. Give me one moment. I totally forgot to send the StreamYard to our next person, so that was so my bad. In the meantime, I am stalling. So much love for both of you in the YouTube comments and the VL discussion, all the good stuff. So all sorts of fun stuff. Let's see. So give us a moment here. In fact, while I'm doing that as well, I might as well get the second person to come on in. So normally I'd be like, anyone want to hear a dad joke? But that's okay because Shayna is already here right now. Please welcome the companion of Canada, a friend in need, a companion indeed, Shayna Companion.
I was panicking there. Sorry, I couldn't breathe. I was like, get in. Anyways, guys, the jury said dress in gala, and I didn't get the memo, and I decided pajamas. You're both looking spiffy. It's cute. I am literally on a call right now. I need you to go that way. Anyways. Anyways, congrats to both of you. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted all of a sudden. You just came in and out of nowhere. Okay, my questions, I'm obviously normally like to make it about me, but this time I decided to make it about me and the jury. So how did you play this game with respect to the people you voted out, and how did you work to earn our votes? Who wants to go first?
Michael, you can go first because
Yeah,
I
sure. I don't
assume
mind going first. Yeah, so I would say that,
Oh, this is.
Oh, can you hear? Oh, sorry.
Somebody
Okay.
just DM me when they finish because I can't hear again. StreamYard.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
testing.
Hello. Go ahead and restart and come back in. That's okay. All right. I was literally just thinking out loud, hey, no issues with StreamYard yet. Hey, this is good. And then, oh, I thought it, and then, oops. Okay. Let's see. So Shayna's going to make her way back. Give us a moment here.
Live TV.
Live TV. There you go. And Shayna is back.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying the browser. Maybe this works.
1, 2,
Anyways,
3. 1, 2, 3.
Hello?
You heard my
Hello?
question.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard your question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, so in terms of respect, I did burn a lot of people, and I could acknowledge that I did, including you. I did my best when I was making strategic decisions to let people know ahead of time, hey, this is going to be where I'm going to vote. This is going to be my decision, ultimately, to let people know. And I don't know if that's necessarily going to garner respect, but that was something to just be like, hey, like to at least not just like completely lie right out the gate and be like, I'm keeping you, when I wasn't going to do that, so that was something that I improved upon from my last game. When it came to making moves, I made moves and did blind sides, and I played this game to make moves and strategize and, and like not be afraid to do nominations. Like you nominated me and you told me, Shayna, you said, hey, Nick should not fuck with me. And in my head, I thought Shayna shouldn't fuck with me. And I put you on the block. But the thing is, my whole wanting to get you out was because you were maneuvering so well. Round 1, you were going after Jordan, and I was kind of doing the same shit as you because I went to Jordan. I said, "Oh, not me," and you were maneuvering so freaking well at the beginning about like Jordan wasn't looking at you, and I'm like, "Damn, no one is freaking looking at Shayna. I don't want to be the one to burn Shayna. I need somebody else to burn Shayna." Like so. I was like, "How do I do this?" And so I tried to stay as in the front of you as possible, and not just you, really as many people as possible on the jury. And I know I still did a little bit of backstabbing, especially in the electoral college part, rather than the beginning part of the game. But
I don't know how much time I have.
oh, sorry.
I just have a quick follow-up question.
I gave you an extended time, so you're good because we have the technicals. So you're good. Take the time you need.
Is that done?
No, I can.
You're good.
I can't hear him.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't hear Eric.
Oh, he said he'd give it
going. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, no. So I pretty much made really my moves were kind of behind the back a little bit, and they were cutthroat, like blindsiding Connor when he wanted to work with me. But I still stayed. My reasoning for doing it was because I wasn't experiencing people talking to me as much. I remember that started with, for example, the Connor thing. I was like, whoa, I'm not having that many people talk in these alliances. What is going on? So that started making my gears turning. Oh my gosh, I need to start making moves here. And so that allowed me to start really making moves reactively more than just like proactively being like, I'm going to just take you out immediately. So I think that's really how I work to earn respect, and including getting to know everyone and really getting to experience everyone's personality.
Okay. Jordan?
Yep.
So I would say that the only people within the Electoral College that I maybe didn't tell the truth to on eviction night was Lily and then Nick. Everybody else, I was pretty straight up that I was evicting them. I told Michaela to her face, hey, I have to evict you here. I have to save Ray. I told Stoner to his face, Stoner, you're after me. I have to get you out. with Madison, I basically kept my loyalty to Ray, even though Ray later revealed during all of that she was trying to get this big plan to take me out to save you. And then I then straight up said with Madison.
Hello. We'll see what's going on there. Shane, you can hear me okay, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. I can't. Okay. Keep going. Shane is still backstage.
I was gonna say the show must go on. Yeah, you just finish the question and then we can keep going.
All right. And I had to face-to-face vote to evict both Madison and Jennifer, which was really tough. I think one thing, and I hate to say this, Michael, but Michael, you did tell me that you didn't let Rico know beforehand that you were evicting him. So Michael can't sit here and say that he has 100% told everyone to their face that he was saving them or he was evicting them. And I also think for myself, like, Michael is talking all about this big, like, you know, like I'm in all these alliances that could make all the strategic moves. Because of the cards that I was dealt with, I couldn't necessarily play that same game. So I had to kind of play a more straight up game, especially once it got down to the single digits there. So there's that. So I would say the only two people on this electoral college that I didn't necessarily say I was keeping, or I like lied about my vote, was Lily and then Nick. But obviously Nick already knew. And I just told Lily just a few moments ago, like Ray was the person that I wanted to get as far in the game as I could. So I love Lily so much, but like that was my better strategic move there.
All righty, sounds good. Well, Shayna, thank you very much. You are all set. I'm just kind of stalling a little bit so you can follow along in the video as well too. So, all right, live TV, everybody. Hey, so there we go. All right, so bearing that in mind, next up, Stoner.
Hey, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Can you all hear me?
Yes. Yep. Can you hear us?
I can't hear you guys at all.
Hello?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I can't hear anybody.
Can you hear?
No.
Oh boy. Leave and come back.
You mean to leave and come back?
Hey, Stoney, can you hear me?
I don't think he can hear us. So we're gonna try one more time. And what I'm going to do is, in the meantime, I'm going to message the next person to get ready as a just in case here. Give some moment here. Live TV or live internet. Okay. That here. Oh, I see Stoner again.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I hear y'all now. All right, my time short over. Is that okay?
Yep.
Good. All right. Congrats to you two making it here. Okay, first off, let's start with something a little bit light. I would like to know, and please be quick. I would like to know what's the most fun you had in this game. A moment, a challenge, a funny Zoom moment, an alliance. What's the most fun you had in this game? Jordan, you start.
Ooh, okay. I have two. So when the tiebreaker between you and Madison was super funny, the technical difficulties, the inception of it all was like really funny. I enjoyed it on my road trip back from Kansas City. The other one was a challenge, the count up challenge. That was just so much fun. I even got like my parents involved. Like I was telling them like, I need like 50 M&Ms and I need a deck of cards. It was like the one time that like I could like show like my family like kind of like the side of the org world that I'm in. So those two for sure.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you, Jordan. Michael?
Yeah, so I would say definitely the stack up challenge. That was so fun, especially doing that from like the YouTube videos, and to be able to like win and be like further ahead, win by a margin, that was awesome. So I had a lot of fun doing that challenge. And honestly, a strategic sort of fun. And I hate to say it, but the Connor blind side was very fun because it was reminiscent of a move that I made in House of that I was in Alliance where I was in House of Cards and sort of eliminated Sam. And the fact that it was just an alliance of 3 doing that to make this huge move, I thought was very fun to do. I thought it was awesome.
Okay, all right, now we're gonna get a little serious. Michael, and I need you to be real and do not fucking bullshit. Do not kiss my ass. Do not lie to me. when Shayna went home, did you throw the next challenge? When did you throw the next challenge?
No.
Did you? All right.
Straight
All
up,
right.
no, I did not throw that shit.
All right. All right. Next, Jordan, I need you to be straight up with me. Did you, when you were talking to Jennifer, and you told her that you threw me under the bus as Shayna, were you laughing about it? Like, and she said, "Why are you laughing?" And you said, "I'm laughing because I threw Stone under the bus." Hee hee.
Nope, I never said those things.
All right. All right. Final questions, guys. Jordan, and if I'm out of time, try to find some time to throw this out there at some point tonight for me. Jordan, I need to see when you had intent in this game, when you kind of was on the offense. I need to see that. And Michael, I need to see you differentiate your game from Jennifer's game. So if you two need to do that for me tonight, and you have a really good shot at my vote, best of luck. And yeah, I still have time, so go ahead and answer those if you want. Jordan, go ahead.
I'll go first. So I didn't have a chance to really start playing offense in this game until Final 9 when I switched my target from Madison onto Rico. You made really good points, and it was a really good strategic move for not only you, but for me to go into that direction. So I took out one person that was 100% always coming after me until at Final 6, I had the opportunity to use that debate pass onto Michael, but I felt in my bones that if I left Michael on the block, then that would be the best shot for you to get out of this game. I am not going to bullshit you, Stoner. You played a one hell of this game, and you were setting up this game board really great for yourself to get people to kind of do moves that you didn't have to necessarily do. And then from that point forward, once you were out of there, then I was able to win the debate at Final 5 to save myself and to force a tie so that Michael had to burn Ray even more. I was on the offense then at Final 4 and Final 3. I won the final debate, the final HOH. I was able to then take out Madison and Jennifer to get myself into what I think was the best position to win this game from Final 4.
All right, thanks, Jordan. And Michael, differentiate your game from Jennifer's.
Yep, absolutely. So at the beginning of this game, and you know this well, when we were trying to get out Jordan at the very beginning of the game, Jennifer had nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. You and I had conversations about that. That had nothing to do with her game whatsoever. So that's first. Then another thing that I did also was the Nick and Shayna thing, like telling, because that was in my alliance with Rico, Michaela, and Shayna. And I had said, so Shayna had mentioned Nick's name when Nick was put up under Michaela's HOH. So then I had said, she did say Nick's name. So I ran it back to Nick, and that had nothing to do with Jennifer. I did not talk to her about that whatsoever. I fully just went to Nick in order to have someone else to be able to kind of go after Shayna and look like the shield. That had nothing to do with her at all. And that actually helped me to maneuver on later on into the jury phase.
Okay. All right. Best of luck, guys. I think I'm good, Prod. Appreciate you guys having me. Really great final two for this last finale of this game. This is the last eviction night, season 10. Back to the ballot. Hope you guys are proud of your games and best of luck.
Thank you, Stoner. And your internet was working. All right. Woo. All right. Cool. Next up, we've got Ray.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Ray.
Hey, boys. So my question is, what are the things that you did that shaped the way the game turned out over time, like over the course of the game? Also, Jordan, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're fine, Ray. So I'm going to do my best to interpret that question. So I think the narrative for me throughout this entire game that I was a big, like I kept getting nominated. I got nominated 8 times. During the jury phase, I was the person that kept winning debates and I kept winning myself to get myself safety. So my big narrative throughout this entire game was the pre-jury phase. I was just that pawn star, that person that just kept getting put up, that kept getting targeted, that lost allies. But then once jury phase started with that top 11 debate win, and then I started setting the tone that I was going to be a physical force to be reckoning with. So I feel as though that my first part of the game, I was just that little cat that had the 9 lives. I kept surviving votes. I was a little cockroachy. I didn't have really strong allies. All the people that I trusted, like Connor, was just going home. And then I got to Electoral College, and then I was able to turn it on. I was able to fight for myself, and I got to the position not through other people, but it was through getting myself here.
I would like to interject that it was through other people. So early on in
What
this
do you mean
game,
by that?
yeah, I will. So I will explain. So early on in this game, I was responsible for pretty much. I had a hand in pretty much every single pre-juror going home. I can't see like I know Connor was playing such like a great game, maneuvering around everybody, but he wasn't talking to me as much. And I hate to say that because that's you're, but he was playing great. And so taking out a threat like that eliminated who was someone who was working so closely with Jordan the entire time. So I was, the whole thing with Jordan, like being this threat or whatever, I wanted to eliminate as many allies of Jordan as possible. And that's what I did, to be honest with you. Like Christian, I wanted Christian gone instead of Jordan. Bryce really was because of taking Shayna's ally, taking an ally away from Shayna. That had to do with Connor getting away from Jordan. So what my goal was really to get allies away from people that I wanted to have better conversations with, which ultimately allowed me to have a great conversation with Jordan, who ultimately took me to the end because all of his allies were evicted at the end, and I made sure of that the entire time. So I would say I had a hand in not just the evictions, but I would say shaping how the evictions went and how the game went. So that's what I would say to that.
Just to oh, Jordan, you can go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, something that I wanted to be candid with you, Michael,
Yes.
was that and this was a hilarious thing to do on your part, and clearly it got you very far, but there was a pretty decent jump down in my perception of you, just watching you kind of when you're on the block against someone else, and even just now in the finale as you're trying to convince Jordan to take you to the end, of watching you just like portray yourself as like this weak person, and like obviously you can't own your game in that moment, but just like watching yourself kind of like get on your knees and beg for these things, and like going for Stoner saying how great his game was, and obviously some of that can be genuine, but just like it kind of felt like you were shitting on yourself, just because I can't think of another term. And like I'm enjoying seeing you like actually not be doing that finally. But that was like something that has shaped my perception of your game, is just like these consistent moments where you are just like degrading yourself in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really a question.
Okay.
That's just like one of the things that have shaped, since we didn't have like that strong game connection.
Yeah, can I talk more into that? If not, it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
that sounds
So
right.
the reason I did that really was for that perception to be on me to get farther when I know my game. I'm very comfortable with my game. I know that I made moves and I knew that I was in charge the whole time. But I don't want people to know that. I don't need people to know that I was the one who came up with all these ideas to get people evicted. Like that's kind of villainous. So what I did was, to talk great about other people's games. That was the goal. Like I would go to Stoner and be like, wow, like because I knew through Nick and Jen, I had heard through the grapevine about y'all having that alliance with Stoner. So I'm like, okay, they're working closely with Stoner. I gotta find a way to make Stoner pick me over them. So I would go to Stoner and be like, wow, like Jordan's game is so great. Like he has like, wow, he's like making it so far, or like Ray's making it so far and no one's really looking at her so much. And that was purely just to shape other people's perception of other people so they would think to take me further when that wasn't necessarily true. So that was really what I did.
Go for it.
I will say one quick interjection. So I think the thing that really does separate between me and Michael is that, first of all, did I have to be the strategic mastermind of the season? No, I really didn't get the chance to be a strategic mastermind because of the cards that were dealt to me. But I think the thing that does separate me is that everybody knew that I was always getting nominated. I was going to be turning into a big physical threat. And the other thing is that, and I'm surprised Michael hasn't said it yet, is that Michael did have that extra vote, and then he did use it to save me. But from final 6, final 4, and final 3, I could have taken Michael out at any point. but I felt as though I had the best shot at beating Michael, and that's why I took Michael to the end. And he didn't have to degrade his game. He didn't have to talk down on himself, because I felt as though I had a very strong game. He was someone that was kind of just in the background, kind of just doing stuff. He had his connections with other people, but I was someone that took myself here. I took myself here.
All right. Thank you so
and
much.
I took myself here too by advocating to every other, like to advocating to both you and Jennifer that that it would make sense for y'all to bring me here. So socially, I brought myself here too.
Yeah, we compared notes.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, bring in the next person.
Okie dokie. Thank you, Ray. So before we go on to the next juror, we did have a technical moment in which Shayna was about to ask another question. She had about a minute left, but then StreamYard became our biggest villain of the season and totally crashed out. So I have been given the authority to read this question on behalf of Shayna. And here's what the question is. I don't know who went first, so I'll just, for right now, do Jordan and then Michael for this question. All right. When the jury looks back on this season, what do you want them to remember most about you? And keep it short.
I want them to remember that I was a resilient player, that I never gave up, and that I, through determination and hard work and heart, took myself and got myself here.
Okay, Michael?
I'm going to keep it nice and short. I want them to remember me as someone who ran shit.
All right, sounds good. So now, moving on to our next juror, please welcome the one and only Madison.
Hello. Before anything, I want us all to sing the song that we rehearsed at one time. So I just want to be part of your destiny. Okay, thank you.
I let it go.
Thank you. Very nicely done. Now, I would like each of you to tell me why the other person should not win, which is a little bit of a doozy. So, anyone want to go first?
You know what? I'll start. Jordan started a lot here. So while Jordan is talking about how he's played this resilient game, that he like survived so many evictions and everything, there's a difference between being resilient and being a weasel. What Jordan did was really just kind of be the pawn to touch the block. You know, like he was that seat filler. That was literally exactly how he was supposed to be, the seat filler, to send other people home, and that's exactly what happened. When it came time for him to make it to run his HOH, he couldn't stand on business because he was about to put Jennifer up, and he was listening to Shayna and Stoner, who were both in his ear the entire time. He couldn't stand on business and make his own decision. The ones who made that move were Stoner, Jennifer, and me and you, Madison, to take Rico out. That was not Jordan's move. Because after that, when it was time for rubber to meet road, he came on and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to take accountability for the move that I made. When quite literally, when you were HOH, Madison, you took accountability for the move you made. When I was HOH, I took accountability for taking Bryce out of the game. I took sole accountability for that shit. I didn't need to put it on anybody else. Throughout this game, Jordan has had to put other people for certain situations without just taking accountability for making certain moves. That's why there's a difference between playing resilient and playing like a weasel.
Ooh, play like a weasel.
Yep.
So quick rebuttal, and then I'll answer your question, Madison. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it was my decision to I did the okay to take Rico out. I had the okay to nominate him. And also, when I did the big house meeting after Rico's eviction, that was to clear up the miscommunication and to own up for the fact that, yeah, maybe I wasn't standing on business at that moment. And I take full ownership of that. All right. I'm a people pleaser at heart. Okay. And I will try to fix that in therapy and other means there. All right. Now, the reason I don't think Michael deserves to win this game is kind of highlighting some of the stuff that Ray just said, but let's take it even further. Every time that Michael was on the block, he was freaking out. He was like, oh my God, don't evict me. Don't evict me. Like literally today, Michael came to me like minutes before we went live and was like, please, like, I didn't mean to lie to you that I saved you at the final 7. Oh, you're not evicting me, right? Like, I don't like, he was like always like very like moments of weakness when he was on the block. Remember at final 6,
eye drops.
he was at final 6.
Eye drops.
Final 6, don't interrupt me. Final 6, when he was having that big freak out when Stoner was trying to air his shit out. Every time I was on that block, yes, I was scared in the moment, but I didn't let that show. I was resilient. I was confident. And I made sure that every time that I was on the block, I didn't show any weakness. The only time I show even a little bit of emotion was, one, to be funny in the main chat after each time I got nominated, hence the Johnny Mac video each time. But then also at final 7 when Stoner was doing those personal attacks and I felt a certain way. And I don't regret like my reaction there. And those are going to be things that I will talk to Stoner after the season. And I've highlighted to other people earlier in this game about it. So I will say, Michael can always say like he stood on business. But when push comes to shove, when it was his ass on the line and he could have been the person voted out, he started freaking out. He was getting emotional. And that is something that I didn't do because I was used to being on the block. I was used to playing in that position. And Michael struggled when he was put in that position.
Here's the difference between Jordan and I. Jordan freaked out I freaked out when I didn't have power. Jordan freaked out when he did have power.
Very nice. Eye drops. And that's it for me. Thank you. Thank you for your time and best of luck. I wish I was there.
I think this is the first time we've ever had a group sing-along in the middle of a jury questioning, so I appreciate that. There you go. Thank you very much, Madison. And last but definitely not least, we saw her earlier tonight. Oh, excuse me. There we go. So a couple quick things. Jennifer, as our third place finisher, she has 7 minutes that she can use to be able to talk to both of you. So without a moment's delay, please welcome back Jennifer.
Hello, boys. I have questions. I want to know your biggest misstep and how you were able to correct that moving forward. I think that you were both weaseling, and I want you to tell me your dirtiest move.
Ooh, okay, I'll go first. I think my biggest misstep, let's just be honest, y'all. I mean, did I play a perfect game? No. I would say probably my biggest misstep was just not standing on business at Final 9 with the front runner. I feel as though that I was trying to like get other people to do my dirty work. I was trying to not be seen as like a big, like, you know, the head honcho. I remember talking to almost all of you where all of you were putting this pressure that this is Jordan's decision, Jordan's decision. Yet Michael here is talking about how it was never my decision. So I felt as though I was maybe a little bit gaslit there. But anyway, I feel as though my communication that round to everybody in terms of like what I wanted was a severe misstep. And that did include like never giving Rico the heads up that he was going to be going home there. So I feel as though that was my biggest misstep. And I think in the similar sense, the dirtiest thing I did was tell Shayna that this was Stoner's idea to flip that vote. Now, did I want then after the eviction where the house blew up and there was a huge fight? No, but it did kind of cause a little bit of chaos, which was not intentional, but it was a little dirty on my end. And obviously Stoner felt a certain way. And that's why I never faulted Stoner for the nomination in itself in the game move. I think the only way that I faulted him for the nomination was just his way of handling it and the message that he sent in the nomination video.
So I think my biggest misstep was, and it's just kind of a small thing, but it's really not in the grand scheme of things.
I want you to tell me your biggest.
My biggest misstep. I would say, you know what? My biggest misstep was not being upfront with Michaela, being like, look, sending you home straight up. Like, because I think that was overcommitting to being like, oh, Ray, I'll save you. Oh, Michaela, I'll save you. When really the whole game, I was like, I'm doing this. When I should have just been like, Michaela, you're going home. You know what I mean? So that was my biggest misstep.
Can we clarify that if that had tied, you would have broken the tie in Michaela's favor?
I would have. It's true. because of how I had spoken to her and how I had, when I really should have just told her, I'm sending you out.
So
You
was
know?
it she's going home, or you would have broken the tie in her favor?
I wanted her to go home, but if it had tied, I would have broken it in her favor. So that's why I'm saying I wasn't standing on business, because if it had tied, I would not have been able to stand on business. And advocating for that, while that was strategic, it would have just been better to be like, hey, you're the one who I really want to go home here, and just been straight up about that. That's what I should have done, because had I done that, if the tie even happened, I would have then been able to be like, sorry, you're going home.
I
And
said
not
no
having
apologies.
no
I don't want to
apologies. You're right.
hear another
No
one.
apologies.
I
No
don't wanna
apologies
hear-
whatsoever.
I want to hear what you're both not sorry for, to counter Lily's question.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear
My-
your biggest, like,
Yeah, my
I would do
dirtiest-
this again, fuck you, this is my move.
My biggest fuck you and my dirtiest Weasley move that I will not apologize for ever is using that extra vote on Shayna. That prevented so much from happening, and that was so dirty. Like, I'm proud of that shit. I don't care. Like, it prevented from Madison and Stoner and Shayna to come together. It prevented it prevented from Jordan and Ray to gain Madison on their side. Like, that shit was so fucking good to use the extra vote that I gained from when Shayna final nominated me to eventually evict her myself.
I think
that shit was dirty as fuck.
I think the thing that it's not necessarily a big like fuck you, but I'm gonna call it a big
I
fuck
want to
you.
hear your biggest, I would do this again, I don't care, it was the best move for me.
Yeah, it's not exactly a move, but I feel like it was something that was encapsulating my entire game. Was when Stoner put me up and then he called me a weak and scared player. I went straight into that main chat and I let him have it. And I never am a person that didn't have any, like, I hate confrontation. I hate the retaliation. I hate that stuff. That's not within my bones. I'm such like a naturally nice person. The fact that like he got me so riled up, but I think the old J-Bald, like the J-Bald from season 3, the J-Bald from when I was younger, would have been scared to say something and to stand up for myself. But in that moment, through just pure anger for the things that he said about me, I was able to stand up for myself, not only just for myself, but then also support Ray as a backup, because that she clearly was partly strategic, but also partly personal as well as a nomination. And I then, for the rest of this game, you two both know it, I was saying the jump from the rest of the final 7 onwards that who is the biggest threat in this game? It was Christopher Stoner. Stoner had so many pots in so many pans. He was super strategic. He was setting up the board. He was telling people that Michael and Nick and Jennifer were a 3. He was saying that Madison was somewhere in the peripheral. That he was saying that the Paradox Alliance was real with Michaela and Rico, and he was telling me that we have to ping pong back and forth to get all these sides out. But it was all of his doing there. And I was the one person that finally stood up and was like, no, enough is enough. We need to take a shot now. We need to take a shot at this person that was this big strategic threat, this person that had won comps, that easily could have stood at these final 2 chairs right now and completely own his game and the jury to respect it. So I am proud of myself for at least standing up to him and showing to other people that I was no longer going to be okay being a pushover in this game. And then that also coincides when I stay at final 7, then went on to basically be immune until tonight.
I love it. Something that I was doing when I was writing my finale speech that I will never be able to give. I was looking back at my intro video from the season, and I was thinking about the wrongs that I had done in House of Cards and what I had said going into this game, what I wanted to do to correct that, and how I wanted to do that. So I want you to tell me about things that you went into this game wanting to correct and how you've done that.
I can say about every single thing. So regarding House of Cards, when it's get past my placement.
You gotta go quick.
Yeah, okay. Once get past my placement. Got past my placement. I'm in final 2 right now. I wanted to make sure I used the power correctly. I got actually one of the biggest players in the game with my power instead of going home with the power. Also, I won challenges. I didn't throw challenges at all. I threw 0 challenges this game whatsoever. 0. Well, actually, no. I didn't throw that. I did not throw that tiebreaker. I did not throw that tiebreaker. I did not throw that tiebreaker. Dead ass.
Jordan, I need to go to you just because we're running out of time.
Yeah, I think my biggest regret of the season, like of my first season, was at Final 11, just kind of letting like Gianna go when it would have been smarter to go after somebody else. You know, on that season, I took out someone that wasn't going after me, but at Final 9, regardless of how that round turned out, the one person that was the biggest target on me that wanted me out the most went home. And then also similar to Michael, I didn't throw a single competition. And I also proved to everybody that I could be a comp beast. Like, this has been the most competitions I've won in any org. And like, you knew it too. Like, you were like, oh my God, like, you're such like a comp threat, like a comp beast. Like, this is like insane. Like, you were nervous tonight, like, to go up against me because I had built that big reputation of winning comps. So I feel like those two things were things that I wanted to change. So yeah.
I love it. Okay. I think I'm out of time. So I think that I have what I need. So best of luck to both of you.
Jennifer, thank you very much. All right, take a deep breath, gentlemen. You have made it through the jury question portion of this season finale. And now it is time for the final closing statements of the night. You've had a lot of opportunities to talk to the jury, but this is now your final opportunity to address the Electoral College before we open the polls. So this is your last chance to do anything in the game, and then all the power goes to the Electoral College. We'll start with Michael. It's a 3-minute statement, and then we'll go to Jordan. Closing statements begin.
All right, so first, I just want to thank production for such an amazing season. This was just so fun to play, regardless of what happens. And I just want to thank the Electoral College for being able to play with all of you. All of you were such strong players and amazing players, and really, it was really awesome engaging with all of you. In regards to my game, thank you for so much for just listening to how I played my game. I know that like I didn't necessarily tell the truth all the time, but I played more of a game where I ran shit. I ran the entire game. I sent people home. I did what I had to do to get here. I didn't care about who I sent home, you know? Like, I did exactly what I needed to get here. You know, I had such a great partnership with Jennifer. We would share information with one another, but I also made moves alone, like having shield in front of me and making it further, and also building stronger relationships. Like when I was able to talk to Madison and have a strong bond with her that stopped her from putting me on the block, but it actually caused me to end up working with her, you know? So I didn't just be negative to everyone and be like a weasel and send people home, but I was able to strengthen my relationships with people and ebb and flow and how I interacted with people as well. So I really ask you guys to consider that, and just really consider how I really stayed on top of this game the entire time and controlled who went home and who would go home. I didn't really care what I did or how I did it. I made sure that I got here, and I made sure to take care of every single roadblock that was in my way the entire time. I had plans for every single round and made sure to maneuver as much as possible, and I'm not sorry for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. And with that, Jordan, close it out.
All right. Thank you, Prod. Now, remember back all the way in day 3, Rico put me up as a backdoor. I easily could have went home there, but through my social game, I was able to at least survive that one vote. Yes, I was nominated multiple times. A lot of people see that as a weakness, but that proved to me that I was a target in this game, and I was still finding ways to get myself off of that block. All right. I feel as though with every single juror here that you all provided something in this game, and I'm going to speak to each one of you individually. Lily, you want someone to represent not only this season, but our season. You should vote for me. You are a great player. You're fantastic. Nick, I took out the people that were against me. I took every single one of them out. I took your message that you said on your way out of the door, and I took that to heart, and look at me now. All right. Rico, yes, we were not with each other as a game relationship this entire time. I respect you as a person, and I hope that you at least respect the move to take you out. Someone that was against me this entire game, that put me up twice, and that took out my closest ally in this game in Christian. Michaela, you are the baddest bitch in this entire house. All right. No one can fault you for what you did in this game. I don't fault you for what you did to me from the start of the game to the end of the game. And I told you that you are someone that I respect and admire in this game. Shayna, girl, I was an underdog. You were an underdog. We were targets throughout this game. And then you told me that there were people like Jennifer and Michael and Nick, people that were running this game. And I was able, as an underdog, as someone that didn't have the full scope of this game, I still found a way to make it to the end. Stoner, you know that you respect Gabe more than anybody else. And I know that our friendship has faltered a little bit, and I own up to the things that I said to you. And I hope that we can mend our relationship. But I hope that you understand in this game, I stood on business when it started at Final 7. Let's see here. Ray, do this for Connor. All right. We were working with Connor. This is what Connor would want. Connor was playing for not only you, he was playing for me. He was playing for all of the people that we were working with. If you want to represent Connor in this way, I feel like you'd be so proud if you cast your vote for me. All right, Madison, you're someone that's been underestimated in this community. You're someone that people would see in like an all-star game or any other game and might they like write you off. But I didn't write you off. I feel like you were a threat. That's why I took you out of Final 4. And then Jennifer, I feel as though that if I sat next to you, it was going to be a very hard beat in this Final 2. I respect you as a player and as a person. And if you want a competitor, if you want a person that will own their game completely 100%, you should vote for me. Was I the perfect player? No. Was I the most strategic player? No. But I was a person that through determination, through resilience, and with a lot of heart that I got myself here. And I've never wanted anything more in my life. So I hope that this gives you the clarity and the last minute spiel here. And I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of Michael. And I hope that you see the value of my game as a target through resilience and all of that. Thank you.
Jordan and Michael, you've done everything you can do. 34 days now comes down to this important vote. What I can say to both of you is no matter who wins this, I think I can safely say that this season 10 finale was the most powerful and fired up season finale we've ever had. You both brought it, and it's been very fun to watch. So no matter who wins it, know that you did everything that you can do to get to this point. So best of luck to both of you. Electoral College, it is now time to get ready to vote. Not yet. Wait for me to say it. Go to your production chats. We need to see the phrase, I vote for blank to win. Don't give a confessional. Don't give a reason. Just give us that, and we will lock that vote in. This is not a vote to eliminate. This is a vote for a winner. You need 5 votes to become the president of this org. Let's find out who it will be. Good luck to both of you. You both absolutely deserve it. Electoral College, for the final time this season, the polls are open. And with that, the polls are now closed. What an incredible end to The President Back on the Ballot Season 10. It has been an incredible season throughout. But, I feel like there's something missing from this season. A brand new game. No, I'm just kidding. But the one thing that we did know was during the President round phase of this game, the Chief of Staff purposely made it so that there were bounties. But we don't know who was bounty to who, and thus who became the Chief of Staff. Well, the Chief of Staff is here tonight. He had to get the last word in to put an exclamation point on this season. And now we will learn together who the Chiefs of Staff were for the President 10 Back on the Ballot. Okay, everybody, get ready for the Chief of Staff. Chief of Staff, take it away.
Wow, you all really overthought this twist. I mean, my God! Hidden secret patterns, obscure connections. I mean, I think someone thought that it was a rival that they had in a game like 10 years ago where they played a hidden immunity idol, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Because the answer was much simpler than that. I mean, take a look at the bounties that we didn't use this season. A loved one, a best friend, a rival, yet no one figured it out. Because the glamour of politics has a funny way of making things, how do I put this delicately, way too complicated. But tonight, I will end the mystery, and you will see who was the Chief of Staff each round. Were you right? Let's find out. Oh, and one final note. I'm still super annoyed that you avoided my double. Oh well, maybe there's next year.
Yeah, on behalf of everybody, get the hell out of here, Chief of Staff. But there you have it. Those were the bounties. Those were the Chief of Staff. And I'm going to delay it a little bit here as we bring production back in for final thoughts before we officially announce the winner. Let me just say from the beginning here, thank you to all the players who played, all of you who made this season happen from day 1 to day 34. Thank you to our viewers lounge. This was an incredibly active viewers lounge. A lot of love. Players, check out the memes page. It's hilarious. Check out all the game updates, the PPN News Network reports. Chris did an incredible job with the Situation Room this season. So thank you, Chris, for that.
I would recommend postseason to the players. Go through those 4 situation rooms. Either read the transcripts or watch them on speed because we literally go through detail of absolutely everything.
You will not get any more detail than that. Like, it's really thorough and it's just really incredible. And filled with confessionals. And Sam, first season on production. Congratulations. You made it through.
Thank you.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
a great time.
Oh man. And Phil with the concept for the season and just everything, everybody here on this production team. And Kevin couldn't make it tonight, but we love Kevin, and Kevin did an amazing job with our draft and everything. But I just want to say to this entire team, I've been a very lucky guy to be able to even have 2 seasons of The President, but to be able to have 10 seasons of The President with what I consider to be probably the best production team in all of orgs. Sorry to brag, but you are all absolutely incredible. You made season 10 what it is today. And so I'm a very proud producer to be on this incredible team. So thank you all for all that you do. It's amazing.
Thank you. And thank you, Eric. 10 seasons. I mean, we have to give you your flowers. You were incredible this season with all the behind the scenes stuff and making this dream that we created months ago come to life. So thank you so much for everything that you put forth here.
I'm glad. I think we've made them wait long enough. Should I get them back here? All
Yes.
right. You want to run the season back? Want to wait a little? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a moment. I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. Goodbye and goodbye and goodbye and goodbye. Shall we find out who the winner is? Here we go. Jordan and Michael, personal note, I'm going to turn the producer hat off for just a moment. We've been following both of your games, and we know how much this game means to you, how much you both have grown as players and as people in this community. There are so many people out there, regardless of how this vote goes, that you have really inspired people. You've shown the best of yourselves in this game. And as somebody who's been able to watch both of you play and all of our players play, but more specifically to the both of you, what a ride. What an absolute ride. And there is nothing to be ashamed of with both of your games. We are going to have a deserving president and vice president, no matter who it is. What a great way to exemplify what season 10 is all about. I am done stalling. It is time. I saw that face. It is time to read the votes. You need 5 votes to win. Good luck. Madison has certified her vote for Michael. Rico has certified his vote for Jordan. Lily has certified her vote for Jordan. 2 votes Jordan, 1 vote Michael. Ray has certified her vote for Jordan. Nick has certified his vote. Also for Jordan. 4 votes Jordan, 1 vote Michael. Stoner has certified his vote. For the winner of the president, back on the ballot, Jordan Thompson. And congratulations to Michael, our vice president, as well. What a game!
Congratulations, gentlemen. Wow.
Absolutely incredible, guys. That was so much fun to watch. Congratulations.
You have both done it. What a great season to both of you. Oh my gosh. I got to go first. Jordan, you, the 10th president of this org, from first on the block in the first round to winning this game. Tell everyone how you feel.
This is the best feeling ever. No words can describe it. Like, I have no words. I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Congratulations. And Michael, I gotta go to you. Look at me, my friend. This was the best game I've ever seen you play as well. You are absolutely incredible. Even the chief of staff says, okay, I'm impressed after what you did to me in the mini. You are absolutely incredible as well. So well done. Well,
wow.
Oh my gosh, what a game. Congratulations to both of you. Great season. The party is not done yet. We have, and also to confirm, all of our votes, the remaining votes were all for Jordan as well. It was an 8-1 vote. Congratulations to Jordan as well. All right. So the party's not done. Pre-jury, electoral college, players, all of us, we're going to have a party on the Zoom call. We have awards, we have memes, we have dad jokes, we have drinks. Get the party started as we celebrate an incredible end to a great season. This is the end of the second era of the president, which you know what that means. A third era is about to begin. You didn't think we were going away that easily, did you? I don't know what you're talking about. And there's a lot to happen with the third era. And it starts with this. Season 11 is a clean slate. New players, returning players, presidents, vice presidents. You want another shot in this game? You've got it. But there's a catch. You are not playing the way you would normally play. Because for the first time in president history, your identity is classified. Season 11 is the President alias, red, white, and blue. More information will be coming, and this season is coming February 2027. Stick around for that. We're kicking off the third era in an incredible way. More information to come. But in the meantime, Jordan, congratulations. You are the president, 10th president of this org. Michael, you're the vice president of this org. Great season to all of you. Party's not done. We are heading over to the Zoom. Give us a few minutes to get that all set up. But in the meantime, always be on the lookout. The politics can have a really important impact because you never know when the chief of staff is going to show up in your corner. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next season when we do it all again.